Okay, morning everybody. Welcome to another round of coffee and questions. This time, well, it is morning, so we'll have the coffee. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about punch and chisel sets today that are sold by Harbor Freight. And are they a good buy? And we'll go over some questions and answers. And I'll give you some links below to a couple of other sets that you might want to consider. But for now, they sell several different kinds of these punch and chisel sets. So collectively, I'm going to show you the pictures like in a little slide, like 1, 2, 3, and then we'll have a discussion about them. So here we go. Okay, so the first one up is the Pittsburgh Cold Chisel and Punch Set, 12 piece. Now, all three of these sets I'm going to show you have the exact same problems with them. And I believe it's just in the manufacture of the steel itself and how they did it. But let me show you the other two. Here we go. Okay, so here's the other. This is the second one. This is the Jumbo Punch and Chisel set. This is the 10 piece. Price is roughly, very comparable. I kind of get a kick out of compare to Mayhew. You might want to compare in price, but I sure as a heck would not compare in quality. Anyway, let's go to the third one. Okay, now this is the third punch set, again, comparable in price. And so, okay, so let's get into the questions and answers. You've seen pictures now of all three of these. And what's the biggest downside to these? I don't believe that they're hardened steel or tempered either one. I just don't believe that they are. I mean, we got a set of this stuff out at the club. We tried them. It's another product that I believe the guy that actually bought these out at the club, I don't know if he kept them or he took them back. But some of the complaints we read about, we went ahead and we put them through some motions just to see if the negative comments were correct. And they are. So what were some of those negative comments? Okay, so one of the first negative comments you'll run across, it's made out of a soft enough metal to where if you start striking these, they're going to bend on you very easily, especially when you're hitting them. And the tips will not hold an edge on these chisels. They just instantly just dull out, or like on the punches, they start to mushroom out. And you're like looking at these things going, wow, I mean, I hardly even put any force behind these when hitting them. So unless the material is like a real soft material, these really are not the punch and chisel set that you may want to consider buying. Okay, so before I switch over and show you what we actually went ahead and bought, and again, yeah, I bought it off Amazon, especially with everything, going on with the coronavirus and stuff like that. Nobody's out doing a whole lot of shopping, so it was easier to go ahead and order these. Now, a friend of mine out at the club, I'll show you in a minute, he owns the set, and that's what made me decide, to buy this different set. But let's talk about this again for just a sec before I change the picture. So, do I believe that this is hardened steel? No, there's no way these are hardened steel. Not when I used one. It's just like I said, when it mushrooms just from, a moderate strike, I mean, almost instantly, no. The same thing with the chisels, the punches, they both got the same problem. So no, I don't believe it's hardened steel. I don't believe they're a good quality set. If you have something that is light duty, and I mean real light duty, then you might be able to go ahead and get away with these. But at $14, what my advice would be is to add some more money to it and get yourself a better punch set. Now, Mayhew makes a great one. I mean, they really do. And a couple of people in the club own Mayhew. I don't. I'll show you what I went ahead and bought, and another club member had it, and he's had great luck with it. Let me change the picture. We'll keep talking. Okay, so what I went ahead and bought at $37.99 is this set right here, ABN. Now, it's what they call a cold chisel set automotive punch toolkit, 29-piece punch chisel set, pin punch set, center punch, and you get some extra stuff. Now, this is a great set. One, I can roll it up and tie it. It doesn't take up a whole lot of room. Now, if you look over here on the right, and if you click on the link below, I mean, you can read through this. These are hardened and tempered both. They're made out of a good steel. I mean, they're as strong as hell. I mean, I haven't had a problem with these since I bought them. What's included? You're going to see either in the picture or over here on the right, it's going to tell you all of the different sizes of what you get in there. And you don't have to worry about the mushrooming and the rounding and the dulling and the resharpening and all that. Now, you can resharpen these. I'm not saying that you can. I'm just saying durability-wise, these things will stand up beyond belief. Now, you don't have to get this 29-piece set. If you click on the link below, it'll take you to others that, ABN makes. And There's also another set there. There's Mayhew you can take a look at. And I would encourage you, I mean, to just put some extra money into it if you're going to use these chisels and punches for anything more than very, very light duty. Because the ones from Harbor Freight, those Pittsburgh ones, you're going to probably be disappointed if you're doing any kind of moderate work with these. Let me change the picture. I'm going to show you a close-up of this set, and then we'll come back. Okay, I exploded this picture, I mean, the best that I could to show you what you'll be getting in, you know, the larger set, but it's up to you. I mean, do you really need all of these? Now, in my case, not necessarily I'm going to use all of them all of the time, but I would use a lot of these in different instances if I'm taking out pins or anything else. So it was one of the reasons why I bought this set. Now, I got it for about $5 off the current listed price, but, you know, I wouldn't let that stop you from considering this set. It's just much better quality all the way around. So that's my review on this part of it. I'm going to go back to the other picture here. We'll have a quick conversation and we'll wrap this up. How would I rate these, you know, from what we were talking about? Well, I would put the Harbor Freight ones on the very lower end. These are like a mediocre set, a medium set, we'll say. They're better than the ones at Harbor Freight because of the hardened and tempered steel, but they are not top quality, you know, kit at a huge, deep discount price. I mean, if you want that, you're going to have to pay even more money than, you know, what I did. I mean, to get a, you know, a higher quality set. But these are very doable. And like I said, they've lasted me a long time now, and they hold an edge much better than the Harbor Freight ones. Okay, what would I suggest if I wanted something even higher in quality? I'd probably go with those Mayhew ones. Let me show you a picture real quick. Okay, so like I said, there is somebody out at the club that owns these. I mean, he brought the set to show us. Hands down, they are far superior in quality over the last two sets that I showed you, but you're going to pay for these. These are $60.46. Here are the sizes right above my head. I can answer some of the questions, so let me go through them with you real quick, and it's up to you. I mean, so you have lower end, we'll call it mid-range, and this is the high end. Okay, the pluses and the minuses. Well, one of the minuses would be it's expensive at $60.46. On the plus side, well, I can tell you these are well-machined punches. I mean, they are. I mean, I picked them up, felt them. I don't have any extensive use with these, but the guy out of the club has had his for years, and he swears by these. Well, and they're made in the USA. I mean, so you can't beat that either. I mean, so for the price, you're getting a superior set, but you're going to pay the price. I just went with that medium set. I read the reviews. It does have some negatives on it. Let me go back to that. Okay, so pros and cons. Pros, well, for the price, you're getting a lot of chisels and a lot of punches. Whether or not you use them all, that's up to you. You can buy a lesser set, of course. So what are some of the negatives? Some of the negatives are some of these people really use these with, you know, like sledgehammer force behind them. And yes, they've bent them, and yes, they've damaged them or broke them. I know that I'm not going to go to that degree where I'm using any kind of like a handheld, you know, sledgehammer behind them, but I wanted something that was more durable than the ones out at Harbor Freight, and I didn't really want to pay the $60. So this set has been holding up well for me. You can touch up the edges on these easy, even though it's hardened and tempered. You know, I mean, if you've got a grinder or you have a whetstone. So, yeah, it just depends on the damage that you've done to them. But this is a good middle-of-the-road set. I'm going to leave it at that. You get a lot of them here, but like I said, you can buy less. I'll leave the links below. You can dig into this more if you want. It's just meant to be a quick review on what you might want to stay away from depending on what you're doing, and you might want to add a little bit more money and get yourself a higher quality set. So both these sets are good. They're in the links below. You can read more about them, but like I said, mine's held up great so far. I'm the Home Handyman. I hope you click subscribe. I hope you keep following me. You know a set out there that is better in quality and has a good price. Drop it in the link below for everybody. I'll see you folks on the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.